Hello and welcome back to the 2023 Red Special Guitar Meetup. Thank you all for coming. I just want to say a couple of things, as I always do, so it's pretty much copy and paste from last year, so if you paid attention then you can sit down and do something else. But, I just obviously want to say a massive thank you to all of you for coming today. You only have to look around the room at all the smiley faces and the red guitars and the non-red ones to see how this event has grown over the last few years into what it's become. And that is all down to all of you coming along and trusting in the event and giving up your time and effort and energy to be here. So thank you, all of you, for doing that, because without it, it wouldn't happen. We've got people here from literally all over the world again, which is absolutely fantastic. Mexico, Canada, the States, Europe, Scotland, Devon, yeah. Definitely.
Sweden.
We've nearly got electricity. It's coming, so I'm told. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic that you've all come from wherever you've come from. So thank you again from me for making the effort to come over. It's wonderful. It doesn't put any pressure on me to make sure today's good at all. This year, we tried to honour the people that came last year, and we had some tickets available for purchase after the pre-sale, and they literally sold out within 2 minutes. So, for some unknown reason, this has become the hottest ticket in Red Special world. So well done to those of you that managed to get one. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It really does blow my mind how this has grown from where it was 7 years ago, when there was 18 of us in this room. So thank you all for that. Obviously, the benefits of the meetup are fantastic in the sense of community that we all feel in this room and will continue to feel, and camaraderie, and what that does to the forum, the Facebook forum, that is a wonderful place, and how that actually breaks down those barriers is just so clear to see, and it's exactly why there will always be a meetup until I'm really, really, really old.
Josh will take over.
Yeah, well there you go. Yeah, and the last 12 months have been mental. A lot's happened since the last meetup, and time goes by so quickly. Lots of things have happened in the Red Special world. We've got Queen on tour again. We've had lots more exposure to all the things going on in the Queen world and Brian's world, which has been amazing personally, and hopefully you've all enjoyed sharing in that as we've been able to post bits and pieces up. There's lots more plans as well. I want to say a quick thank you to my helpers today already. They've been fantastic, and everyone's been great in setting up. But special mentions to Jonathan Plano and Steve McCullough on the door, Paul Cottrell for the band section, Josh Cottrell for looking after his dad, Dan Thomas for being Dan Thomas, Mr. Netherwood in the raffle over there, Lord Luke Dudley, always. If you need any help today, or you want to ask any questions, if you look for one of us, if you don't know us, we're all wearing blue lanyards, so you can depict that we're slightly different and special. Speak to us slowly, that's why we're wearing them. No, we know what's going on today, so if you've got any questions about any part of the day, just find one of them, and they'll be able to help you out for the day. Please make sure you're wearing your green lanyard at all times. They're green this year, so you couldn't use last year and try and sneak in. You'll all find, if you look in the back, there's another meetup coin again for this year. Hopefully you've all realised. This year's meetup is tagged the Good Company Meetup, because we are in good company. So thank you all for coming. And I think that's really worth celebrating, that we are in good company and that we're in really good company. We talked a lot last night with those of us that were able to make the Friday night dinner that actually the meetup has become far much more than the guitars. It's actually the people that we're all here for. So we're going to celebrate people, and we're going to celebrate that today a little bit. The fact that we're all together and that we can do that, and that we've got such a wonderful community. A few of the boring bits. There is no fire alarm planned for today, but if there is, the muster point is outside in the car park by the big yellow entrance thing. If it does go off, please exit either through the back doors or through the front and then meet over by there. We have got a list of everyone who's in the room, so we can make sure you're all here, but hopefully it won't happen. Toilets are over there at the back, ladies and gents. Then there's a kitchen. There is tea and coffee and sugar and milk in the kitchen, so if you need a beverage, please go and grab yourself something. The bar will open a bit later on today, and we'll announce when that is, then you can get yourself a drink at the bar. There's food coming about 1 o'clock. Pizza, try to cater for everyone, so hopefully there's enough and something for you. We have a wonderful raffle again today. Matt Netherwood's your man to speak to, raffle man. The raffle is over there, and all the proceeds, everything we make goes exactly straight to Save Me. We've asked everyone to bring cash if possible, because when we do a transaction through the card machine, it takes a little bit off. So as much money as we can to Save Me. We've changed it slightly this year. You can buy 5 tickets as the maximum, minimum donation of £10 per ticket, but if you want to donate more, which I suggest you do, because some of the stuff that is there is absolutely fantastic, and there are some things that have been donated by so many people in the room. We'll go through it when we do the raffle, but there's some really great stuff up for grabs, and 50 quid, although it is a lot of money, it's not compared to what the potential is you might win. We've got stuff donated from Mr. Andy Guyton. Thank you very much, Andy. We've also got stuff, Brian May gave you some stuff to put in the raffle. We've obviously got the sixpences from his scrap I was given in the video. We've got some other bits and pieces that money can't buy, so it's well worth chucking some cash in to Save Me and potentially getting yourself something that you can't buy. I've lost my page. Just a reminder as well, our guests that are here, they come here of their own free will. They're not paid to be here, they've been invited and they're giving up their time. I know everyone does every year, but I like to remind everyone just to respect everyone, respect people's wishes. Make sure you ask the owner of the guitar if you want to pick one up and play it. 99.9% of the time no one has an issue with it, but I do know there are some things here in that corner that have a sign on saying please do not touch. And if we can all respect that, it means that things are likely to come again another year. If we don't respect that, then we're going to all miss out potentially. So if we can just make sure that we do that, I know everyone will. Yeah. When we come on to the guests, so we will have some little chats later on. We've got a projector this year, wonder what that's for. We just ask that you don't record it. The reason for that is that we have up to, including 3 cameras here recording us today, and some audio, so we're going to do our best to actually make some proper videos of these things. We can then speak to the guests, show them the video, make sure they're happy that it represents what they want being said out into the big wide world before it goes onto the internet, and then we'll post them up later. I promise you I will actually do it this year. I know. Alright Ben, come home. But yeah, we've got the camera game this year to try and capture that, so please don't take photos by all means, but just don't record what they're saying. That would be fantastic. Again, if we can respect the people that are talking, then they're more likely to come back again, so it's a nice easy ask. Andrek is doing some filming, Dan Thomas is doing some filming, and we've got another static camera set up. And then for those that haven't attended before, make sure you go around and say hello to everyone. People don't bite unless you ask, and you all know who those people are. You all right, Ben? But today is a celebration of good company and making sure that we all have a good day. I know we already will, even if we didn't do any of this stuff and we just all had this room with guitars in it. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for listening to me. We're going to kick off with a small demo in a minute to start the day off, and then we've got some other stuff going on. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and welcome to the Meetup. Hello everyone! Cameras on, Dan?
They are, yeah.
Oh good.
Yeah.
Andrek? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome to the stage Mr. Andy Guyton! Hello Andy, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Excellent. You can go now.
That was easy.
Yeah. So, Andy's with us today. Andy has supported the Meetup for a long time. Always comes when he can, brings his wonderful wife Jack with him, and has bought some wonderful things for us over this corner over here. So, what we thought we would do, because Andy's actually, when you look at what Andy's bought, when Andy can explain what he's bought, he's had to go to great effort to get them here, so it's something that we should all be very thankful for. So big round of applause for Andy for being here. and for supporting the meetup by bringing some stuff that otherwise we would just never see in our lives, apart from on Andy's Facebook page or Instagram or website.
Not the same, is it?
Yeah, it's not the same. So, Andy, would you like to explain what you bought?
Got two Badger guitars. The original I built for Brian, and the number one that was actually for Pete. We've got the Scallop guitar, which was used, I can't remember now, but just a few gigs. It was just a sort of more, he was just curious about that one. The Spade, which is 19 years old now, I know. Double neck, and a few custom guitars.
Lovely.
Nigel's.
Nigel?
Yeah.
So you've actually bought some of Brian May's actual guitars with you?
Yes.
Excellent.
Wow.
So if you haven't seen them, they're over there. But we're going to stitch Luke Timmins up now, and Andy's going to pick one at a time, and Luke is going to play you through it briefly, just so we can hear the differences in all of the different guitars. Thank you, Luke.
No pressure.
Which one should we go for first, Andy?
Let's do the Spade first.
Shouldn't you address him as Lord Luke?
No,
Lord Luke, yeah.
not yet. So the Spade guitar, Andy, you said you built this 19 years ago. Can you give us a bit of backstory on the Spade whilst Luke said that?
The original design was this, was Brian's design after the Red Special. And there's a copy of the drawing actually framed in the case. They didn't get very far, but it was, he literally handed me the drawing and just said, just build it. And so did the full size drawings up just to make sure everything all together and it looks good. But it was one of those guitars, it was such an odd thing, and when that red paint hit it, then it all kind of made sense and it looked great, but up until then it just, I'm not sure about this.
So the construction, is it?
The construction is, it's almost like a fender with a glued-in neck, so it's got like old, I think it's older, the body, maple neck, maple fingerboard, but with the scale it's being shorter, it doesn't say fender at all.
Yeah.
But it's, it's a curious one.
Would anyone like to hear what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Pardon? Yeah.
Thanks, Luke. You, Tim. This is the most fun I've had for ages. If only Luke had a real mute switch. What should we go for next, Andy?
Patron, I think. Or should we get the double neck now?
Entirely up to you.
That's the next one along, isn't it?
Budget. Or double neck, yeah, go for double neck. So, tell us about the double neck. Where did that come from? How long did it take to make?
I think I had a customer years ago now, but he was obsessed with double necks, and I did some drawings for it, just out of curiosity. And he saw these drawings on the bench. He said, "If you build it, I'll buy it." So I thought, well, I better check with Brian first. So Brian said, "Yeah, I want the first one." And then, anyway, the second double neck, the original custom one, that changed hands. He couldn't afford it anymore, so that's what took a 3 times the order. So far,
Brian's used this live on tour a few times.
yeah, I can't remember when. Can you just talk me through the controls?
Yeah.
What is all the volume on the pick guard? That's for the 12 string.
Yeah. That's for that one.
That's it. And the switches at the bottom on just for the bottom neck, and the switches for the 12 string, the mini toggles between the necks.
Who wants to hear Luke mess this up?
Yeah.
Now, that wasn't quite enough of you.
Down is on. The 12 string neck sounds better than just one neck.
Which one?
It doesn't really make that much difference. That's just a tone thing. As soon as you put a second pickup in, it starts.
Careful now. What should we go for next, Andy?
No, it's the scallop.
Scallop guitar. So,
While you're switching, having that extension on there, does that create a lot of stress? How long is your bolt on that?
Sorry?
The bolt for the...
Oh, it's actually welded to a bracket, it's screwed onto the back of the body.
Oh, on the back,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it just looks precarious.
No, not at all. No.
so the scalloped guitar, where did that come from? Who asked for that?
This was a customer. Ordered it when I did the original run of 50. He wanted a scallop fingerboard, so I thought, well, I'll ask Brian first. He said, it sounds like a great idea. So he tried it.
Yeah.
He actually wanted that guitar because it was a customer's guitar, so I built in this.
Right. And so,
And he's used it live, but it's such a departure, such a different feel. That I think it was used once or twice and squirreled away back in its case again.
so it's a standard blockboard construction.
Yeah, it's
so
exactly the same.
just with a scallop fingerboard.
Do you know why you use
I think it's got slightly fatter frets as well.
Right, to help with the scallop.
Pardon?
To help with that scallop feel.
No, I think the original, the customer wanted larger frets, then when Brian tried it, he said, I want this. It does change the sound.
Yeah.
At first, it got the pickups. He thought it was the pickups, so we changed it. It's identical. So all the difference in sound comes from that extra metal mass and removing the wood.
Are you ready, Luke?
a bit, like push the notes in. You know, can you sort of do that?
Thank you, Luke. If you could learn some mound steam next time. What should we go for next time, Dick?
I think the next one is the badge, I think.
Is this the first? What's the next one, Luke? The Badger. Is this the original Badger?
It is, yeah.
V1.
It is.
So where did that come from?
Well, this guitar was one that I built just because I wanted to, and it was just 2 pickups at the time, and did have a pick guard, so it was like
Alright, dude.
yeah, it won't be the first time.
Yeah.
No one did find out who it was.
No.
But yes, it was a very different guitar, a different reach, similar pickups, but just 2 of them, 3-way switch. And Brian tried it, and it was kind of okay, but they couldn't really use it.
Yeah.
And at the time I had this thought about doing like a molten pickup or something to an arch tag. So it just gave me the chance to do that.
Looks stunning. Who'd like to hear Luke play this one? Come on, everyone. Who'd like to hear Luke play this one? Thank you, Luke. What's next, Andy? How many more have we got?
I don't know.
The red one.
Let's play a red one. We've not seen one of those.
What's that?
The reddest red
Oh, no,
special.
no, don't touch that one. No.
Not that one. Leave that one alone.
That's basically the same as the, that has a slightly different sound though.
The one on this side.
Yeah.
Try this one, Luke. This is another Badger, but this is Pete Malindren's guitar that he has allowed Andy to bring in today. So we've not only got Brian's guitar, we've got Pete's.
And these are an empty run of 5, and this is number 1.
Just realised it's got 2 outputs, has it? 2 jack? Yeah.
It has, yeah. Yeah, one's for the acoustic bridge, so they're completely independent. It's a passive setup, there's no batteries or anything.
Hold on, it's out of tune. Let's talk about something else.
Do you know any jokes?
No, not funny ones.
No.
So,
Does it matter? Sorry? I don't mind.
when we finish this section, the bar is open.
It's the whole thing.
Sean already has a beer. I think you can smell the gate open. The bar's open, so please grab yourself a drink from the bar. Make sure we all spend lots of money with theough clubs because they're awesome and they never sell. A massive round of applause for theough club, everyone. Are you ready, Luke? Come on, I didn't think of my jokes for this section. Go, Luke. tone to the other one. I hope you can all hear it. We can. Is there any more, or is that the one?
I've got Nigel's.
Are we allowed to play yours, Nigel? So Nigel has also kindly brought his Ruby Red Special over for us to have a listen to and a look at. Thank you so much, Nigel, for bringing it along. I know we've all seen pictures of it. What's the difference in the finish of this? Because it looks absolutely stunning.
It's mainly just in the veneer and gold painting. It's standard construction. It's ebony board, isn't it?
Is it what's the veneer? Flamingo?
It is, yeah. Yeah, which is one of the highest figuring Ubinga we could find. So, but the sort of two key things is the switching. Not the toggles rather than you did all the switching, didn't you? You did all the switching on all of it, yeah. And it's got the ruby set in as the dot markers. And it doesn't work.
Ready, Luke? Absolutely stunning. Thank you, Nigel, for allowing us to have a look at it. Big round of applause for Nigel Knight, everyone. Can we have another big round of applause for Luke Timmins for demoing some powerful guitars. We're going to have a break now for 10 minutes, and then we're going to...
What is the story behind the bright red one?
That is a customer request, the red. And
it's Ferrari red.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, it is Ferrari red, yeah. That's to match his Ferraris. Yeah.
We're going to have a break for 10-15 minutes, then we're going to come back and welcome Andy back to the stage to do something else. Massive round of applause to Andy for bringing all these guitars. As you can well imagine, he's bought lots of guitars, which is why you're all only allowed to bring 2, but what an absolute effort to go and get them all and make sure they're all working and look after them, and then trust all of us in this room to bring them. That is massive respect to Andy Guyton for allowing us to see these things that other guitarists that you may follow would just never allow to happen. So thank you, Andy, for trusting in us. You can go and have a wine now, and we can have a break more later.